First break of the night, 2024 Bone Chrome U Football Hobby Case number 3. Only a couple spots left in the other hobby cases. Plenty of boxes available on the website. Pretty cheap, guys. Probably going to be pretty difficult to find them cheaper anywhere else. So if you are in the business of buying some Bone Chrome U football, why not get it right here, right now from us? We shipped out to sealed on Monday. We got Hobby, we got Monster, we got Breaker's Delight. And we will have more breaks posted for next week too. I expect. I haven't done it yet, so I gotta. Hopefully, I feel a little bit better tomorrow to get the Bowman draft breaks. I'm gonna post up Bowman draft tomorrow night, Sunday at 9 Eastern on the website. That's been my plan all along. It's getting to be a little bit of a wishful thinking, not feeling so well, but that is still my game plan. Is to post up 2024 Bowman Draft Baseball Sunday at 9. At that point, I may just post up some other breaks too, because it's mostly going to be a lot of Bowman Draft. But then I wanted to post up. Oh yeah, probably not. I'll probably have to post up the rest of the breaks on Monday night because I know because I want to post up more Bowman Chrome U football breaks, Hobby, Jumbo, and Breaker Delight. However, I am going to do a little bit of a pricing restructure now that we have some more data to go off of. So just a little FYI. Some teams may come out of the combos. Some teams may get put into combos. So it will be different the way I have it structured from this release week till next week. But next week is going to be Bone Chrome U football and Bowman Draft is going to be Bowman Draft Baseball is going to be the big products that we're breaking next week. We do have some other products that I plan on posting, but I really gotta kind of watch how much we post, because between draft and Bone Chrome U, it's going to be another big sorting week for Austin. So he's not going to be going live because there's no way we're going to be able to have him go live and get all the sorting done. So just a little FYI there. No daytime breaks this upcoming week either. So Austin can focus on sorting more Bowman Chrome U and Bowman Draft. All right. I sound terrible. I didn't sound like this not too long ago, so that's not good. But I do want to talk a little college football while we're breaking this. I don't want to be just mute. If I start really not feeling well and I go mute, you know why. So Miami loses to Syracuse. That was going to be a tough game. I mean, they go up by 21 points. You think it's going to be a blowout, and Syracuse comes back to win the game. Pretty on par with how Miami has played this year. Their defense is atrocious. And, couldn't quite slip past Syracuse in this one. So it's going to be what? Clemson and SMU, which give me SMU. They beat Cal by quite a bit. I did watch that game, or the vast majority of it. They beat them by quite a bit, but SMU was just... They had a great first quarter. They went up 21-0 first quarter, and then after that, it was like super dry until kind of the crap time at the end of the fourth quarter. But they had a great first quarter, and then after that, it was like they couldn't move the ball. They had like 16 or 17 penalties. They did not look as good as they've done in the past several games. But I still give me SMU over Clemson in the ACC Championship. Clemson takes a close loss to South Carolina. I was all over that South Carolina and Clemson game, but South Carolina did have to come back to win. Oh, dang. Everything ships, everything ships, everything ships. Tyler Van Dyke, Wisconsin, base auto. My man Garrett Green to 299. Not really my man. Refractor auto, West Virginia. West Virginia had a terrible outing today against Texas Tech, which I knew we would. I knew that was coming. I saw the line. Texas Tech was only favored. It was like -3 or something. I forget exactly what it was because it wasn't even on my radar because I can't bet against West Virginia. I'll never do it. But 299 Evans, Notre Dame. But I knew it was going to be an absolute bloodbath. It wasn't even going to be close. And that's exactly what happened. Texas Tech. That's crazy. I'm not even going to say his name. Right there he is to 150. Riley Leonard to Notre Dame. Awesome. Awesome. Nico in Tennessee had to come back to win against Vandy, which this Vandy team isn't the Vandy that we know in the past, but still, nonetheless, you know. And then let's talk about the big game. Okay. Keeley to 199 blue. Let's talk about the big game, okay? Ohio State, Michigan, okay? I was on the Ohio State side, -19.5. You look at that game, Michigan, definitely better. I mean, they're still losing, but, like, the team looked better past several games. That offense is crazy. The fact that they lost that game whenever their quarterback only threw like 60 yards or something is like crazy. But well, I would still pick Ohio State in that spot. You know, any time I would pick that team in that spot every single time. But again, it's a rivalry game. That's you got to factor that in, and I factored it in just on the wrong side, saying, hey, they've lost 3 in a row. There's no way Day's going to let Ohio State lose to him again. And just kind of because, although, let's face it, he's a good coach. Well, I don't know. There's some stories that came out to kind of say he's kind of shitty. But nonetheless, he wins football games. But he just can't beat Michigan. And it is just unreal. That game, Michigan beating them there. I mean, it's just unreal. Unreal. Ohio State, Michigan played terrible. They played a terrible game of football. Ohio State was actually moving the ball. Field goal, what? He missed Kicker missed 2 field goals. It's just unreal how that game went. Like, there's no words. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm sure it was plus a good amount, probably like plus 400 or 500. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, and I got sidetracked. He's got to go. As an Ohio State head football coach, he's got to go. That's what every Ohio State fan is saying on social media. He's absolutely got to go. There's no doubt about it. He's got to go. But it is wild that's, you know, because I'm over here, West Virginia fan, and I'm like, that is crazy, right? How can we get Neil Brown out of here? But yeah, he's done. There's just no way around it. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, I think, I don't know. As an outsider looking in on that game, Michigan, I saw some of the interviews. I forget. I think it was that Mullings running back maybe that did the one interview saying, it's like shitty how they like couldn't take a loss there. But, Michigan was kind of, anybody that plays football, a big rivalry game like that, your season on the line essentially, and you lose like that, there's going to be emotions. And Michigan, I would have been fighting too. If I was on Ohio State, I'd be fighting. Mason Taylor, base auto for LSU. Michigan was doing some disrespectful stuff too. It wasn't all Ohio State. TJ Finley, green to 99, Western Kentucky auto. I would have been throwing some punches. I saw the pepper spray. I think I don't have we ever seen football players get pepper sprayed like that? I've never seen it. Has that ever happened? Does anybody know? Anybody see anybody talking about that? Miami to 375. I do think that it was starting to get out of control though. I mean, I saw the pepper spray. I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I don't know if I'm for or against it. I think I'm against it because that's like wild. But at the same time, there was no containing them at that point. They were on the field doing that for minutes. It was going on for so long. And it's like, what else do you expect them to do? Daniels to 275. Again, I don't like it. But I don't know. I'm thinking as, police standpoint, literally they've been trying to break it up for minutes. Every time they get these guys broken up, these guys are going at it. I mean, it is going on for a long time. A long time. And they had to do something to get them under control. Again, I don't think I agree with it, but at the same time, like, that's a scary spot there, People rushing the field, players on the field, police. There's multiple different fights going on. Graham to 175, Michigan. It's, you got to get contained of that pretty quick. But yeah, I've never seen that. I don't know. I mean, take the loss and get off the field for sure, but again, I don't know. I feel like Michigan has some responsibility in that too. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowing somebody, regardless of them winning or not, I'm not allowing somebody to take their flag and plant it on my field. No way in hell. I'm fighting. It wasn't just take the loss and get off. It was like they were trying to be, do some disrespectful stuff. Obviously, emotions are already high. They just took the L. They're going to do something about it. So I think it's unreal to expect them not to retaliate whenever that's going on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think both coaching staffs did a terrible job of how they handled the end of that game. Because it wasn't like there was a walk-off field goal and then it was like you had no time to like prepare. That Michigan sideline and that Ohio State sideline, both of them, hey, get these guys off the field. Knowing the rivalry and all this and that, they had time to say, hey, as soon as this last play is over, get them off the field. No one comes to the middle. We just need to get off the field. I think both sides handled that very poorly. There was plenty of time to figure out and let everybody know what was going on. But I was going to say about, so obviously Clemson takes the L at South Carolina, which I felt like was going to be the case. It wasn't like an easy one. You had to come back from behind and score a touchdown late in the fourth to win it. But now it's going to be Clemson SMU. Which I think if it's Clemson, Miami, although Miami does what Miami does all year long, and then they finally, well, not just finally, they already had a loss, but finally catches up to them here. But I feel like if you're SMU, I would rather have Clemson. I'd rather be facing Clemson. But what I was saying about SMU earlier was, they just Iowa 150. They wasn't it his dad was like, what was it? His dad missed an Ohio State game for the first. What was that? Did I see? I saw that there was a couple different scuffles at the end, and I saw there was that one. I saw the Arizona State getting into it a little bit. Whenever you're trying to plant something in somebody's midfield, it's going down. Purdue, base auto. Chandler Rogers got in for Cal today, ended up getting hurt. But SMU Cal, Yeah, I don't think I like SMU to win it, but really after watching today's game, they were like 399. Dylan Gabriel, it was like just a whole team of All Americans the first quarter, and then after that they just like flatline plateaued. Um, but I don't know. I like them. It's fun to ride that out, ride that SMU wave, Pony Express wave, 375 Trey Moore, Texas. So I like SMU there, um, but what I was going to say too about Ohio State, Ohio State, Jenkins for Houston, Gold Shimmer to 50. Ohio State, Michigan, exactly what I said yesterday that they couldn't have happened. Garbers to 125, and again, similar to Miami, where their tendencies on throughout the season finally caught up to them here. They start the game off super slow. They start off slow, and then they just couldn't ever. I just think it's quite laughable how just poorly Ohio State or how poorly Michigan played, but yet still won the game. Like that game was so terrible to watch. But again, I would take I would I would do that over again with Ohio State being favored by 3 touchdowns, understanding the circumstances. But I guess I didn't factor in the Ryan Day effect of Ohio State, Michigan. Who's winning that Oklahoma LSU game? Oh, that was a terrible game. Terrible game. 13-10. I mean, oh my gosh. Missed field goals. It was just terrible. Thirty-four 17 LSU. Hey, Josh. Something like that. Ugh. Definitely sick. Miami to 75. Nate Johnson, Vanderbilt to 299 refractor auto. I didn't think A&M had a shot here, if I'm being honest. Gold Shimmer, Mitchell Evans to 50, Notre Dame. Cam Rising Purple, $3.99. Utah. Harold Perkins, 55 Bowman Gold, 17 out of 50, LSU. No. I figured Texas. I get why some people can be on the A&M side here. And again, there's still a lot of football to be played here, so who knows. But I think if it was at Texas, it would have been, there would be less people on the A&M side. I think being at home with A&M, 12th man, haven't played this game in a while. I just don't think A&M's, I mean, they're, don't get me wrong, they're 8-3, a pretty good football team, but I still just think Texas is really, really, really good. I think they're the better football team, so. Arch Manning getting in there, putting in some work. I will say, there's been plenty of two quarterback systems. It's not even really a two quarterback system they got, but plenty of those two quarterback offenses. I've never been a fan of it. I mean, it seems like it's working out pretty well considering, Ewers isn't 100%, so getting them out for a couple plays here and there, especially if you're trying to run the ball with the quarterback, is a great idea and awesome that they have that luxury of doing that. But I always thought that, pulling your quarterback out, throwing this guy in, it just opens yourself up for potential errors. Yeah, I didn't even watch that game, dude. I didn't watch a single second of it. I knew I saw the writing on the wall. I knew we were not going to beat Tech. I knew it was going to be a blowout. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Figured it was going to be like 38-10 or something like that, but 52-15 or whatever it was is just, yeah, terrible. I did not watch a single play of that game. I was following it along as I was watching some other games. Checked out the game cast at the end of it. Tech didn't punt one time. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Terrible. No, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. I don't really bet points that much. I do think it's just a college football fan, and I could care less about Big Ten. But that is a game that I watched today, and there is a good feeling of seeing a big team get knocked off by their rival that's having a terrible season. This team's totally expected to win. There is some satisfaction with that. Just in general, being a fan. Seeing a big team get knocked off. It's usually better whenever it's like big team gets knocked off by little brother. I wouldn't really call it little brother here. Really big brother that's just having a bad season. Oh my gosh, Texas is just torching them. Taylor Green to 299, Arkansas. Lacey Purple, 399. Bain Jr., Miami, yellow refractor to 75. Yellow refractor autograph. Drones for Virginia Tech, base auto. Everett to 175. It is crazy how Ryan Day just cannot beat Michigan, though. Like, wild. Kyle McCord's the quarterback there. You think they win? I saw that. They're 0-4 against Michigan, 47-1 against the rest of the Big Ten. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I personally like Kyle McCord. I think I like Kyle McCord better than Walker Howard. And I would have said that before this game too, but yeah, it's not definitely wasn't like some big upgrade or something. That ain't good. More to 299 Michigan. Jackson Arnold blue to 199. Oklahoma. Terrio Brown to 150 NIU. It's a 55 Bowman. We got another 55 Bowman super, boys. Stand up. Need everybody stand up right now. Come on, here we go. How about for Liberty? 1 of 1 Salter, 55 Bowman auto. Liberty KY with the Flames, baby. Salter, 1/1. 55 Bowman. Superfractor autograph. Liberty Flames. Wow. We're on a super roll here, fellas. We've hit 3 supers in 2 nights. 3 supers in 2 nights. Oh my god, Ewers throws a pick, it's a pick 6. There's a flag though. Flag on the play. I know, right? Holding call. They are. I mean, of course, I want the Bowman first super, but dude, these 55 Bowmans, or these 55 supers, yeah. 375 Williams comes in. Yeah, I'm fine with that, Chris. We got 2023 out of our minds anyways. We're on to 2024. Let's keep hitting supers. Let's keep getting guys some supers here. We got plenty of cases to keep ripping. Hopefully somebody hits one in a personal too. Let's go. And I think all of the supers so far have come out of hobby. Is that accurate? Anybody confirm or deny that? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep, okay. Okay, I feel like medicine's kicking in a little bit. I do feel, whenever I first went live, I was like, terrible condition. I feel a little bit better now for sure. I mean, I'm definitely sick, but a little bit better though before. Shepard to 99 green shim. I need my ears to pop really bad though. Finley. Luther Burden III, Missouri. Jack, 375 Houston. $175 Notre Dame. Bolden to 299 Texas refractor auto. CJ Daniels base auto for LSU. Didn't really eat much today. Probably eat a little bit before I go to bed. Try to eat something. Had some Chick-fil-A chicken noodle soup. A couple fries. My son Paxton has his first wrestling match next weekend. He has on Saturday. It's like, so I don't know nothing about wrestling. This could be a common thing. I think it's just a common thing, but so I'm not saying it's weird or anything. I'm just saying I just didn't know. I had to like learn about it, but they have these things here called Keystones, right? PA, the Keystone State. Okay. Keystone tournament. So you have to go to these Keystone events. You have to go to 4 out of like 8 of them. If you go to 4 out of 8, you are eligible to go to qualifiers. Then you go to qualifiers. If you win or get a certain placement in qualifiers, you go to the state tournament. So the Keystones though is like, from what information that I've gotten, is more of like a developmental thing where the kids, it's not a tournament. You have to go to them to make it to the state tournament, but it's not a tournament. It's just each kid gets 2 matches. It's not a bracket tournament setup. Each wrestler gets 2 matches, and they really try to group them up based off of like skill level. You know, if you're a first year, second year wrestler, you're not going to go up against somebody who's been wrestling for 4 or 5 years, whatever, right? So that's on Saturday, so which is nice because that's the first one where it's a little bit more mellow. So Saturday he'll have the first 2 matches, and he doesn't have to win them. He just has to go to the Keystones, and then whenever it's the qualifiers is whenever he needs to win or place a certain placement to go to the state tournament, which I'm not worried about that at all right now. I just want him to get some matches under his belt. But so that happens on Saturday, and then our team is hosting a amateur/novice tournament on Sunday. So Saturday, so it's going to be action-packed. Saturday, he gets 2 matches with the Keystones, which should be like kind of entry level, a little bit more mellow, you know, nothing crazy. He'll be facing other like first year wrestlers. And then on Sunday, it's the Greater Latrobe, which is who we wrestle for. Latrobe amateur/novice tournament. So then he's entered into that at the 50-pound weight class, and that one's one where it's like, doesn't matter. Cooper, Iowa State base auto. It doesn't matter, you know, what your level is. It's a tournament. So, hey, Ryan Williams to 299 refractor auto. Nice hit for Alabama. Yeah, so then on Sunday, it's like an actual tournament where it's like, it doesn't matter what your experience level is. It's a tournament, you know? So that'll be his first experience with both of those this weekend. We got an orange coming up here, boys and girls. Garrett Green, orange, 7 out of 25, WD. So we'll see how he does. Again, that's this upcoming weekend. I just hope it's not like triple loss. Vic Kahuna, Nate Johnson, Vanderbilt, which I don't think it will be. I have a lot of faith in him. It's my son, so you kind of have to, but I do. $2.99. KY with the super, yes sir. Florida State. Yes, Salter, 55 Bowman, Superfractor, auto. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be my first experience with it. I mean, I went to some of my Austin's wrestling matches in high school, cheering him on and stuff. So I've been to matches before, but like, yeah, not at this level of like youth elementary school. Got another, no, I was going to say another orange, but it's just an insert. Graham to 375. So he has minimum 3 matches this weekend. So 2 on Saturday, minimum 1 on Sunday. I don't know if it's like, I would imagine it's a win and you move on, lose and you're out. But I don't know the whole setup though. And also with that tournament, it's like if there's not enough kids that sign up for that weight class, you get bumped up into the next weight class. So, but I feel like 50 pounds for 6 years old has got to be a pretty common weight. So. I would love to just see him with a medal around his neck the first time going out, to a wrestling thing. We'll see. I got high hopes. We'll see how he does. He's not afraid to shoot. And I heard one of our wrestling friends, if you will, they were saying that the big thing with the smaller kids, especially those first year kids, are like, they're like afraid to shoot. They'll just try to stand up as much as possible, and they're just kind of walking around, vibing each other out, and no one's really shooting for a takedown. But he's not afraid to shoot and at least try. So I think that'll be good. We'll see. Like I said, hopefully he doesn't go 0-3. At least get 1 dub. And I got to volunteer at the concession stand. Oh. Yeah, it's not that bad. Or hopefully it's not that bad. I was going to say, I think we still have a couple spots left in these other Bowman Chrome U's, but no, they're all sold out. Yellow. Caught me off guard. I was thinking another super here. 2 supers in 1 case would be crazy. Owens to 299, Oklahoma State Refractor Auto. Let's go. Cam Ward, even though they took really a terrible loss. 60 out of 75, Yellow Refractor Autograph, Miami. And Derek DG with the Hurricanes. I mean, Syracuse is a good team, and you know, at Syracuse, they're not as easy as some people think. But whenever you factor in you were up by 21 points and then you lose your number 6 team in the country, Syracuse not ranked, but very good football team still. Terrible loss for Miami. Baldwin, Baylor to 199. See, Texas A&M just has no. They got the pick 6, but other than that, man, Texas is just putting in work on offense. $3.99. It's crazy. You still lose the game. Well, then you guys are back to being bottom dwellers. Sorry, Josh. You guys got pretty lucky with McCord. You guys got pretty lucky with McCord. I don't know I don't know all the different players on your team, so I'm just messing with you. Obviously, I'm joshing you, but him beat at 275. McCord putting on a Syracuse uniform instantly. Every game is winnable. Miami's defense has just been terrible all season, and yeah, no way, he dragged him down. That should be a no. He dragged him down by his neck, dude. No way. Let's see the damn replay. Oh, okay. So you think they'd be able to? I mean, it's one of those scenarios where you have a good season here. You say, hey, see, you're talking about recruiting. You look at some quarterbacks, transfer portal or what have you. Say, hey, look at what we did with McCord here one season. We can have a quarterback to come in, see what we can do. So having a season like this definitely helps you in the future. There's no doubt about it. Even if you do lose those key guys, in this world of college football today, if you can, rinse and repeat, reload, which you can easily do in today's college football with the transfer portal, etc. If he's a good recruiter, then it shouldn't be too difficult to get a couple guys in there to keep the train rolling for Syracuse. Ohio State sucks. I think so. Basically. I think if an SEC team wins it, it's Texas. But I don't know. I think, Keith, are you still in here, Keith? What was your coach saying in the press conference after the game? Because he was bitching it up, which I'm not really sure why he was bitching it up. I just saw the clip, so I don't know what led up to that. But he was saying, you look at the SEC and a Big 12 team's about to win. Or, a Big 12 team is in a position to win the SEC. A Pac-12 team is in position to win the Big 12. A American Conference, right? SMU team is in position to potentially win the ACC. It's just I think that narrative of the SEC being this elite conference, which it's hard to say it's not, but I'm just saying, he painted a picture with his press conference. I'll have to put it in the chat or something, a link to it, because he painted a picture that was the SEC shouldn't be getting all this love whenever, you know, I don't know. I don't know, I'm sick, so if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry. It makes sense in my head. You get what I'm saying though? These other conferences are, with some of the realignment that happened this year. Who's Purdue facing? Anybody following what I'm saying? Ryan Williams, Alabama. Cincy to 75 yellow. Basically just complaining about the SEC getting a bunch of these, you know, the at large spots. $3.99 Williams purple. DJ Giddens, Kansas State base auto. Castellanos 55 Bowman on card autograph for Boston College to 99. $275 Gabbert. Oh, I see. Okay, you're making fun, JT. Holy smoke, 66 to 0. I saw that the spread was like 30 points or something for Indiana, and I was like, they'll probably get there, but just a lot. But apparently it wasn't enough. Kansas State and Iowa State in a dogfight here. I should be watching that game. Two more boxes in this hobby case, number 3, guys. Oh, ball's out. I think A&M fell on it. Excuse me, my friends. I actually feel like I kind of needed that. I'll get that out of my system here. second to last box here. Ayo, blue, James Madison. Oklahoma, 375. Walker, Georgia, 299. Dane Key, Kentucky, refractor auto, 299. Base autograph, Trevor Etienne, Georgia Bulldogs. Last box and hobby number 3 here, guys. Hobby number 4 and 5 coming up next. Williams, Ohio State, 125. Florida or Colorado State, 399 purple. Mississippi State base auto. What's up, Feslo? Green autograph, Tez Johnson. Awesome one there for Oregon, number 299. Luther Burden to 150 on a 55 Bowman for Missouri.
recap coming up. All right, here's the hit recap for hobby case number 3. Appreciate you guys hopping in on all these Bowman Chrome football breaks. Number 4 and 5 coming up. $109,000. That is crazy. Autographs. Cam Ward to 75. Ryan Williams refractor. And 101 Superfractor Salter 55 Bowman Auto. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Again, that was hobby number 3. Thank you.